Hello and welcome to this new episode of Waking Up with Plants. In the previous episode we started with our exploration around time and our relationship with time. We proceed with that today with a specific question, and the question that felt present to ask to the plant realm is to speak on this. It feels like we navigate two main kinds of time in our human experience. A very practical one, there's a certain hours in a day where certain things need doing to maintain our lives and need our physical actions and so our physical time. And I would say there's an experience of time that makes all practicalities of life fall away, disappear, a sense of bigger time. I would say this is a time of deep meaning, where deep meaning comes to us. When something big happens, like a death or a birth, or deep experiences of love, and these two can feel like they oppose each other. So the question for the plant realm is really how to integrate those two, how to experience a timeless quality to life in our very practical lives. Marigold wanted to speak on this. They have a very vibrant orange color. This plant marks day and night by opening and closing their flower head. And they gave this image as a center image for their message. So let's go ahead and I will read what they want to share with us. I'd like to speak about outer and inner time. Outer time is the time you can experience in your daily physical life. And then there is a time of a different nature with a different quality, not so much of the physical realm, but this exists because of meaning, the meaning that it has. You govern the synchronization of the two by turning outward and inward. Like you see the movement of my body opening, reaching out, and closing, turning inwards. By design, with your consciousness, you can define how time works for you. Not to jump into any deep time travels now, just to loosen up your mental grip of your beliefs around time. The nature of time can be anything you can imagine. Creating relation with your inner experience of time creates your outer experience. And now about the question. Firstly, yes, the outer sense of time plays a role and needs navigating. What you call practical time, also including seasonal time for that matter, day and night, it is an experience surrounding us and informing us. Basically, it's rhythm, isn't it? A rhythm we need to feel in order to be able to dance with it. They show me now the black line grid of sheet music and the notes being like the dance on the lines, on the rhythm. I'd like to propose a perspective from which these two times don't oppose each other, but rather speak through each other. First, explore them separately in your life. So let's start with the outer one. Time is movement in a certain rhythm. So indeed we can look at it like music. The rhythm of day and night, for example, the rhythm of the seasons, of the moon, of work and free time, of school, learning, resting, being together, being alone. There's all kinds of outer rhythms. It is important to determine the rhythms that are going on in your life. and to see if the rhythms in your life have a coherence, a rhythmic nature, or if some of them are very incoherent and chaotic. Having routine, rhythms, cycles helps your nervous system to settle and make space for your awareness to shift to, for example, another experience of time. This piece of Marigold reminded me of how years back I started living with a Mayan calendar in my awareness, the 13 moon calendar, that defines the solar year in 13 moons rather than 12 months with arrhythmic days, like 28 days, 30 days, 31 days. For some reason that really started to bother me, so I started looking for more rhythmic ways, and this 13 moon calendar had that. And Marigold responded to this with yes, so if one version of working with time doesn't serve you, find another one. I assure you they are out there and they are within you. All natural cycles have coherent rhythm to them and are in coherence with each other, and so with you. Everyone has the capacity to improve the rhythm in their life, to help your system know where it is and where it's going. If everything in your life feels irregular, your sympathetic nervous system is always activated and on, so to speak, alert. This creates stress and isn't a sustainable base position to live from. With rhythm, you gain orientation, and rituals can help you feel this. For example, creating simple daily rituals like morning, evening or weekend ones, creating markings of transitions to inform your system, okay, we are here now, I feel orientation, and orientation creates safety, and you need to feel safe in order to feel something else, like creation energy, life energy, the melody to dance on the rhythm. Imagine yourself as a child that doesn't know this kind of reality that you're in, and it needs some sort of map, always, not only through space, but also through time. Now let's focus on inner time. The easiest way to connect with inner time is to create a space for it in your rhythm, to keep coming back to turning inwards. Turn your focus from the outer world to your inner world. Here you can check whether the outer rhythm meets the needs of your inner world. Can you relax, let go of the outside, quiet the mind, surrender into silence, into not doing? Checking in with a consistent timing will get you in touch with your inner rhythm. Sometimes the rhythm of the outer world needs adjusting to be able to hear your inner rhythm. Lots of people struggle with finding a consistent routine of turning inwards. If you're looking for the ability to shape your relation with time, this returning movement inwards, this listening is as inseparable as yin to yang. When you go in, you use your inner senses to ask, how am I doing? Usually slowing down is needed to really hear not only your reactions to outer rhythms, but your emerging life. What wants to be lived and in what tempo? How can you synchronize this inner life with the outer rhythms? This information is a way to make choices on how you spend your time. This practice will start to happen more and more at the same time as you go through your practical days. You're starting to listen to two rhythms at once, at the same time, and that will create more and more Kairos, more synchronicity, more and more sense of timelessness. Through your daily song, A timeless song is singing, and this is a call and response song. I mean, when I open my flower, I sing my song in my rhythm into the sunlight. And life responds sounds through all daily experiences. You can listen to your life as a symbolic story, a story with meaning, a story that has bigger meaning, so speaking to something deeper. In every moment, however mundane it may feel, like doing groceries, packing, driving, posting, you can have this question living within you. What life wants to unfold here? And you will become aware of a second, more mythic storyline living in your life, an intimate conversation you can have with life in every moment. Hold this question with a soft focus. Life speaks continuously through every occasion. There is no time more sacred than the other. If you let go of the interpretation of so and so is practical time, where I have to do practical things, nothing else really happens here, you can experience that deep time just as well during these moments. And you need never to look at your watch for things to be over again. When the evening comes and I close my flower, I turn inwards again. In the night I integrate the outer voices, listen inwardly, rest. And in the morning I sing to the day what's alive for me again. So sing to your life what emotions, what questions are alive for you, and see what life response is to that call. This is how you cultivate within your life a sense of time with heightened meaning that feel more like timelessness, bigger time, or Kairos. And it isn't opposed to Chronos time, to practical time. No, it speaks through that rhythmic fabric of time. That was the end of Marigold's message. Connecting with Marigold feels really like connecting with an enormous amount of enthusiasm for life. And what I find beautiful is that in my association of this creative life energy that I feel with them, I feel an energy that goes very much outward, but they turn half of the time inward. And I also can experience that the really practical activities of life, like folding laundry or cleaning or gardening, can really also be an activity or a ritual to close your flower, so to speak, for a while and turn inwards. That's also when I experience the two not opposing each other. Right, that were two of my thoughts on the message. Hopefully Marigold gave you inspiration to dance with the rhythms that are surrounding you, sending you a lot of creative life energy, and until the next episode.